He's not tweaking a thing. Not the moves. Not the prep. Not the mindset. Chop Robinson, heading into his second year in Miami, isn't chasing reinvention. He's chasing something else. Something less visible, more dangerous. Something that no stat sheet, no film cut, no lazy narrative can quite capture. That kind of energy doesn't come from change. It comes from sharpening. Last year, Robinson was noise in the background, until he wasn't. Until Week 9 happened. Until quarterbacks stopped finishing their progressions. Until tackles stopped breathing normally. Until the name Chop stopped sounding like a novelty and started sounding like a signal. That stretch, that's where it all started. He came in with expectations, but it wasn't handed to him. It wasn't polished. It wasn't soft. 11 quarterback pressures across the first 8 weeks doesn't raise eyebrows in this league. But from Week 9 forward, 45 pressures, 6 sacks, 10 pressures in one game against New England. A game that left linemen stumbling like they forgot how to anchor. That version of Chop, that's who's coming back. But what does he see? What's he chasing when he says he's not changing much? Film, cues, tells, a deeper layer. He's not just watching tape. He's trying to decode it like a language. Trying to spot the silent beats in an offense's rhythm. Not to react, but to detonate before anything happens. It's not about sacks, not really. That's the lie people outside the line tell themselves. It's about disruption. It's about being the reason an OC rips up his second-half game plan. About being the breath in the headset that no one wants to acknowledge. It's about the play that doesn't happen because you existed in that backfield long enough to force something ugly. And this season, he's not doing it alone. Bradley Chubb isn't on the sideline anymore. No more folded arms and headset coaching. That knee, it's back online. He's back on grass. And he's not watching Chop anymore. He's riding with him. This time, the mentoring happens mid-rep, not mid-game. Chubb and Robinson are feeding off the same drill work, the same looks, the same chaos. That chemistry, it's not manufactured. It's forged. But wait, there's more. Jalen Phillips. That name still echoes, even after the ACL. That's what happens when you turn flash into violence and make it look normal. He's coming back. And when he does, when it's Phillips on one edge, Chubb crashing from another, and Chop cutting from the shadows, what are offenses supposed to do? What do you study? Who do you slide protection to? What's the game plan when there's no weak link, no time to adjust, and no oxygen left in your pocket? It gets worse. They added Kenneth Grant. Round 1. Pick 13. Straight out of Michigan, full of fire and raw intent. 340 pounds of punch-you-in-the-mouth leverage. He and Chop, they've been rivals before. Penn State versus Michigan, bruises exchanged. But that's over. Now it's unity. Now it's tutoring. Chop is pulling him into the chaos, not to comfort, but to arm him. Pressure's coming for Grant, just like it came for Chop last year. But Robinson's got something to say about that. He's talking to him every day. Not in slogans. Not in speeches. In reminders. Real ones. You're not here to impress. You're here to destroy. First-round status doesn't mean pressure. It means you're expected to be the problem that can't be solved. But you've got to own it before it owns you. And that defensive front? That front's going to have to be relentless. Because the secondary? It's thin. It's unproven. It's asking for help. That means the front line doesn't just need to create pressure. It needs to generate fear. Robinson knows it. He feels the weight of what they're being asked to carry. But he's not folding. He's doubling down. His plan? Don't flinch. Don't pivot. Not until there's a reason to. That's the thing with players like Chop. They don't need the hype. They don't feed on the spotlight. They feed on the crack of the ball, on the first step that gets them half a second ahead of the blocker. They feed on confusion, on hesitation. And if they're not hesitating, he is. Because hesitation is how he wins. Chop doesn't care if the play call is perfect. He cares if he can blow it up before it develops. That's the mission. And in that mission, there's no pause, no reflection. Just movement. Just speed. Just violence. Controlled chaos, refined down to instinct. But can he do it again? That's the quiet question. Can lightning strike the same pass set twice? Or has the league already adapted? That's the battle inside every second-year player's head. You were a surprise. Now you're the assignment. The question isn't whether Chop can be what he was. It's whether he can be more.